How's it going, YouTube? Today we're working on the second gen. We're going to try to go ahead and take off the vinyl off the driver door and this passenger side door. As you can see, the sun is kind of taking its toll on it and just kind of cracking and just falling apart over time. So we're going to go ahead and take it off with the heat gun, take off any adhesive that's left behind. I know a lot of people don't like the black strip on here, so depending on how bad the paint is underneath it or how good it is, as you can see, the paint on my truck isn't the best. So if the paint on my truck was pretty good and the paint underneath it was pretty good, I'd probably leave it like it is. I personally think the black strip on trucks looks good when you have 10 windows. So odds are I'm probably gonna go ahead and slap on some more vinyl, but we'll see once we take it off. Hopefully it's not too big of a pain. As you can see, it's kind of, coming off in pieces as it is. So we're gonna go ahead and take the heat gun to it, see how bad it is. And if it's too bad, you guys probably never see this video because I'm not going to try to chip away at it all day long, but we'll see. It shouldn't be too hard. I do have some chemicals that we can use and some eraser wheels if there is adhesive on it. That's kind of being a pain. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get the heat gun out. We'll start knocking it out. Just finished up on the passenger side. Took like 10 or so minutes with the heat gun and a couple burnt fingertips, but came off pretty easily. As you can see down here, this is the difference between my paint and if I was to get the rest of the adhesive off. I'm not gonna worry about getting the rest of the adhesive off because this took about 10 minutes just for this small portion. I tried a couple different things just to see which would work best. A little bit of acetone, goof off, totally awesome from like Dollar General, but the Tarex seemed to work the best. And like I said, with this little portion here was about 10 minutes. So I know I'm putting the rest of the black vinyl on here, but if you had nice paint, as you can tell I don't, if you had nice paint, you probably could get away with taking the rest of the adhesive off and just, leaving it like it is. But I know I'm putting the black vinyl back on, so I'm not too worried about making this, pristine. Anything I do on the truck's gonna look better than what it was before. As you can see, as we walk over to the driver's side, I'm about to go ahead and knock this side out. This side I'm hoping is a little bit easier because it's not as bad cracked as that passenger side was. There's one big one right there, but hopefully all this will come off in mainly, a couple pieces. The passenger side was a ton of pieces. I knew that was going to be the worst, so I went ahead and did that side first. But yeah, gonna go ahead and knock out this driver's side and then we'll slap the vinyl on. Alright, as you can probably tell, it's raining outside, but I did get the driver's side off. It left a little bit less adhesive on the driver's side, so when I did that, I thought to myself, well, I might as well go ahead and try to take off more on the passenger side. So I went ahead and brought out the rubber eraser wheels I was talking about earlier and trying to knock out a little bit more on this passenger side before putting the vinyl on there. Like I said, it is raining, so I can't record too much. So I'm just gonna put the camera down, take a little bit more of this adhesive off before the storm comes in, and we'll pull the truck back inside, and then we'll go ahead and put the vinyl on. Alright, it's been a couple days. I want to see how the 3M vinyl is going to hold up before I made the video. But if you guys are curious, I did have to actually lift this rain guard a little bit so I could fit the film underneath there. And then I just kind of cut underneath this rubber strip, and then I wrapped it around this back edge on the door. And then on the bottom, I just tried to go as straight as possible with the body line with my hand, which still kind of got a little bit crooked. But the roll of film I had at the beginning of the video was actually too skinny. Luckily, I had 2 scrap pieces I just kind of overlaid on top of it and just kind of cut by hand. The passenger side came out not as good as the driver side because that adhesive was giving me a little issue, but still better than what it was before. It actually got a little bit crooked on this one. But gonna go ahead and end the video out here, guys. If you guys have any questions on what I did or the products I use, definitely ask me. And as always, appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks.